Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
Goes out behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fuller. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can fit.
A shot for the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Trying to march in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Auburn. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Allison. Finds the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
and this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Back open in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Winston. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Looking to throw, it's Allison. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll try the right side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He leaves it with his back. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here we go. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Right on the money. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. And some room to work. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, and at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Back to pass, it's Allison. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open, makes the catch. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. In search of their 1st touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He'll pull it down. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wide receiver going in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their...
Touchdown, finding Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners decide to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Fuller. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Allison. Under fire. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gets it out quickly. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Illinois lining up quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Illini! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Back to throw, it's Allison. Touchdown, Illinois! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Pass to touchdown Sooners! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Allison. Under fire. He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. How much fun was